We'll get started. Good morning, everybody. Let us have both feet. Feet comes together. Come on to your toesies. Wiggle your toesies. Unfold now. Horizontal extension of the fingers. All 10 fingers. Ground into the feet before you return back to the center. The flowing of the water in the ever-living fountain. The rising and the setting of the sun upon its way, the wide encircling of my own horizon, heaven above, and the earth beneath my feet. Feel and watch awareness to the earth, the root that rises to stems, leaves, and flowers, and the falling of the seed. Sense remembrance of the beautiful, wonderful, sparkling light that shines in your heart. Take a moment to acknowledge that in a spacious way, on the right and the left side of our heart, that space above and beneath our heart, and the space in front and behind your heart. Most important, the space deep within your heart. Unfold now, both feet will go out to the side. You have your first straddle extension. This is your inhale, ground into the feet. Right arm, internal rotation. Left arm is going to feel that horizontal extension out to the side. When you do this, see if you can feel like you're firming the muscles into the arms, from the biggest to the smallest. This is your inhale, this is your exhale. Inhale, ground into the feet. When you come up, see if you can feel like you're firming the leg muscle from the lowest to the highest. Firming into the feet, you're squeezing the muscle into the bone. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Take one more extension before we go to the left side. Here you have the space behind you. Can you see the difference between this versus this one? You want to feel for space on your left, space above you, space within you. More importantly, space above you and hugging the body into the space behind you. Deepen that breath. When you inhale, tap in the breath awareness into the whole right side of the rib cage. When the exhalation comes, see if you can elongate the fingers away from the shoulder. Taking one more deep breath. Next exhalation, ground into the feet. Firming the lowest part of your legs into the highest part of your legs before we come. Internal rotation, upstairs, upstairs. Meanwhile, you're reaching extension into the whole right side. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Awareness of the space above you, space to your right. Here we have it. Notice the difference between this versus this one. Here I'm open into the space on my left, behind me, above me. And here we have exhalation, elongation into the edge of your fingers onto the right side. Deepen the breath in the shoulder joint. When the exhalation comes, see if you can elongate the space between your joint. Yes, deepen that breath. When the exhalation comes, this is when you can easily engage your muscular awareness from the lowest part of your legs to the highest part of your legs. Ground into the feet. This is your inhale, palm wall facing forward, turn the toes in. Exhalation, exhalation, your first forward fold. Right hand down. Left arm. Inhalation, inhalation, inhalation. Exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. So your first spinal twist. Beginning of your inhale, middle of the inhale, firm into the legs. Ending of your inhale. Navel in, exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. Left side again. Turn the palm out. This is the middle of the breath. This is the ending of your breath. Hugging the body into the space behind you. Navel in before you do that exhalation. Okay, one more here. Beginning, middle, ending of your breath. Firm the navel in. Exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. Arching forward, halfway forward. Exhalation, we come to the left side. Bend that left knee just as far down as you can. Drive the tailbone down towards the lower foot. Okay, next inhalation, firm from the lowest part of your legs to the highest part of your legs. On your way up, halfway up, left hand to the middle, right arm turning out. Inhalation, inhalation. This is the ending of that inhale. Exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. Beginning of your inhale, navel in, navel engagement. Firm that tailbone back. Exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. Take one more here. Beginning of your inhale, middle of the inhale, ending of that inhale. Exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. Inhale, halfway forward. Sternum is well extended. Exhalation, bending that right knee. Reaching your hands towards the right side. That's your exhalation. Next inhalation, we turn out. Right foot forward, left foot back. Clicking that right hip back. So now you have your first triangle base. This is your inhale. This is your exhalation, forward folding. Okay, left hand and that right foot are hip shoulder width apart. Right arm. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. Beginning of your inhale, middle of the inhale, ending of your inhale. Exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. One more. Inhale, 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 open. Exhalation, navel in, navel in, navel in. Inhale, halfway forward. Exhalation, bend your elbows, torso coming forward and down. Stay here for a moment. See if you can oscillate the base of your tailbone. Slide the tailbone out to the left side a little more. That means clicking that right hip back. Inhale into the back of the heart. Exhalation, see if you can firm that right hip. Corner of that right hip back even a little more. Okay? If possible, see if you can firm the engagement of that right leg. Like you're hugging the muscle into the bone. Taking one more deep breath. Inhale, arching forward. Exhalation, guide the body out to the left side. Now you have coming back to that straddle again. Inhale, halfway up. Exhalation, we go left side. Reposition the distance between your feet so they're hip distance apart. Right hand and our left arm are shoulder width. Left arm now, arching sternum towards the left hand. This is your inhale. Keep clicking that left hip back. This is your exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. Couple more. Beginning of your inhale, middle of the inhale, ending of that inhale. Navel in. Exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. Come one more. Beginning of your breath, middle of the breath, ending of that breath. Exhalation, beginning of the exhalation, middle of the exhalation, navel in, ending of that exhalation. Stay here for a moment. Okay, inhale, halfway forward. Exhalation, gently clicking that left hip back as you lower your hands downward. Stay here for a moment. Deepen the breath into the back of your heart. Exhalation, firm the navel in as you reach the edge of that left hip further behind you. See if you can have this feeling like you're pointing your tailbone into the space above you a little more. Grab into the feet. Okay, right arm first. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Lengthen, lengthen. Internal rotation of that right shoulder. Left arm. Exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. Look towards the hand behind you. Ground into the back foot. Navel in, Beginning of your inhale, middle of the inhale, ending of your inhale. Right arm, exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. Inhale, lengthen fingers forward. Navel in, exhalation, try it. Your first balance, right leg comes behind you. Clicking that left hip back. Inhale, arching torso forward. Exhalation, can we firm into the leg muscles, that right leg behind you. If that starts to happen, see if we can lift the back leg just a little bit higher. Stay here for a moment, deepen that breath. So option 1, you stay here. Option 2, left hand behind you. Up above you, you have another twist here. Navel in as you exhale. Inhale into the left side of your shoulder. Exhalation, firm into the back leg. Try to elevate that back ankle even a little bit higher. Taking one more deep breath. Exhalation, squeeze into the back leg. See if we can elevate the back leg a little bit higher. Next inhalation, arching sternum forward. Exhalation, both hands will come towards the ground. Halfway forward, that's your inhale. Lift up to the sternum. Exhale, bending of the elbows. Can we elevate that back foot just a little bit higher? Squeeze the leg muscles, please. Firm into the leg muscles. Next exhalation, bend that front leg. Reach back into the back foot as you deliver that back leg back to your first triangle base. This is your inhalation, inhalation, inhalation. Exhalation, we come to your first extension. Right, you come to that straddle again. Ground into the feet. This is your inhale. This is your exhalation. Turn to the right side, back into that straddle triangle base. Left foot slightly out to the side so that your hip distance apart in your feet. Here now, left arm. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhalation, right arm, exhalation, exhalation. Look to the right hand. Right arm, inhale, inhale. Keep lengthen into the sternum, lengthen into the base of your tailbone. Exhalation, exhalation. By the end of this breath, hip alignment awareness, hip distance apart, core alignment awareness. Okay, left arm again. Beginning of your inhale, middle of the inhale. By this time, your leg muscle should be quite strong. From the lowest part of your leg, the smallest part to the highest part of your legs. That's your exhalation. Lengthen into the sternum, please. Lengthen into the sternum like you're arching the sternum away from the tailbone. Lengthen into the base of your tailbone as you breathe out. Both hands down. Halfway forward, long fingers. Exhalation, fingers down. Left leg comes behind you. Firm into the back leg. This is your inhale. Sternum forward. Exhalation, firm the leg muscles into the bone there. Firm it. Stay here for a moment and try to navigate in the way that you breathe. Right? So option 1, you're here. Option 2, right arm. Reaching. This is your inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. We take that right hand again, turn the palm out. Stay with that right arm straight. Inhale into the right side of the sternum. Exhalation, can we firm the back leg? Meaning that you're hugging the muscle into the bone, make that back leg really strong, and you attempt to elevate into the back foot a little more. Okay, deepen that breath. Breathing into the heart. Exhalation, both hands will come. Inhale, halfway forward. Exhalation, bend the elbows. Can we elevate that back leg a little bit higher? Stay here for a moment. Deepen that breath. Take one more deep breath. Next exhalation, gently we release, lower leg down. Now you're back into that triangle base again. Okay. Right foot in the front, left leg behind you. Now in your lunge position. Flexion of the front foot, clicking that right hip back. Inhale, halfway up. Exhalation, bend the elbows, shoulders will come, releasing down. Stay here for a moment. Inhale into the back of your heart. Exhalation, firm the navel in with the breath awareness. Beginning of the breath, middle of the breath, ending the breath. And that's the sequence of how you firm the engagement of your core muscles. Next inhalation, gently, we take that front foot out to the left side. We come to your pigeon here. However you position this front shin, right hip should be on the ground or onto a little padding, a little lift. Have a look at that back leg. Send that back leg towards the right, towards your midline, and make sure that ankle is straight. You don't want that ankle to be sickling inward. Okay, use your hands to help you. Sternum will lift. This is your inhale. Open. Exhalation. Both hands will come into that forward fold. Bend the elbows. Stay. Inhale into the back of your heart. Exhalation, can we elongate the fingers forward a little more? Wrap the breath into the right side of the back of your right hip. Next inhalation, torso will come halfway up. Exhalation, guide your hands to the right side. Gyrate the rib cage, gyrate your spine to the right side. Look towards the right hand. When you exhale, see if you can guide the rib cage, guide the spine to go out to the right side even a little bit more. Inhalation, you make space. Exhalation, you enter into that space. Guide the spine to the right side a little more. Inhale into the front of your left hip. Exhalation, guide the rib cage slightly to the right again. At the end of the exhalation, see if you can feel like you're firming the left side of your core in. Deepen the breath. Next exhalation, we gently guide your hands to come forward again. Inhale, lifting of the torso. Exhalation, gently, we now come left leg, flexion of the left foot out to the side. Now both feet will go out to the side. Now you started with straddle, now you're straddling your feet, except that your feet is on the ground. Flexion of the feet, extension of the ankles. Flexion of the ankle, extension of the ankle. Flexion of the ankle, extension of the ankle. This is your inhale, leaning the shoulders back slightly, reaching out through either the arch of your feet or the toes of your feet. Lengthen into the space above and behind you. Reaching forward, lengthen, navel in already by now, before you come into your forward fold. Stay here for a moment. Inhale into the back of your heart. Exhalation, press into either the arch of your feet or elongation in the joint of your toes. That is your exhalation. When the exhalation comes, see if you can bend your elbows a little more. Inhale into the back of your heart. Exhalation, walk your hands forward even a little more. Space behind your heart. Space in the front of your heart. Space on the right and the left side of your heart. Space above and beneath your heart. Next inhalation, we guide now. Use our hands to guide the torso into the upright. Exhalation, folding of the left leg. Back leg will guide itself towards the center. Now you come to a pigeon on the second side. So navigate in a way, even if you need a little lift or you need to fold the shin a little bit closer towards your center. Before you go down, have a look at that back foot. Guide the foot towards the midline and make sure the ankle is straight. Inhale, lengthen into the crown, clicking that left hip back slightly before you walk the hands forward into a forward fold. Shoulders down. Inhale into the back of your heart. If it's possible, exhalation, extension in your fingers a little more. So every exhalation, you can hopefully develop the habit of engagement of the core. Inhale, you feel opening in your joint. Exhalation, firm the muscular engagement into that opening. Next inhalation, halfway up. Exhalation, walking hands out to the left side. However far you can go, make sure you have joint mobility in your left shoulder, please. There should be an external rotation into that left shoulder. And maybe pointing the left elbow towards the back foot is going to be quite helpful for you to create more mobility in your spine. So the motion of that left arm, your arm, depends on how well you can acknowledge the external rotation of that shoulder joint. Inhale into the left side of the rib cage, left side of the heart. Exhalation, guide the left elbow towards the back foot. You can also use your gaze, your eye gaze, to elongate your neck, to elongate your cervical spine there. Taking one more deep breath. Exhalation, guide the body to the left a little more before we come gently, gently back to the center. Inhale, lifting, elbows down, lifting up into the space in front of you and maybe even hugging the body behind you. Releasing now, both legs will come into that straddle extension again. Lifting of your hip and then guide your hip forward. See if we can walk the feet just a little bit wider. Okay, wrist and your ankle are a pair. Flexion of the hand, ankle, extension. Flexion, extension, flexion, extension. Okay, internal circle, internal rotation of your wrist and your ankle, internal rotation, long fingers, internal rotation, internal rotation. External rotation, external rotation, external rotation, external rotation. Right arm forward, left arm comes under. So option one, you thread the forearms. Option two, you catch hold of the outer edge of your shoulder joint. However you are, inhale, lifting of the elbows as high as possible. Exhalation, guide your elbows forward. Lengthen forward first before you come to that forward fold. However you position your ankle, the important thing is your ankle is straight, not cycling inward, whether it's flexion or extension of your ankles. Deep breath into the back of your heart. Exhalation, guide your elbows forward just a little bit more. So here is a good place when you do that exhalation, firm the navel in. Core engagement. Use the core engagement to guide your elbows into the upright extension. Lengthen as high as you can. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhalation, come to the right side. Towards your right foot. Stay here for a moment. Can you hug the body into the space behind you? So you're more like this rather than here. Exhalation, can we bring that elbows closer towards the right leg? Both legs should work quite equally. Use the firming of the leg, adding the firming of the core to come to the center. Navel in. Exhalation, guide now to the left side. That is your exhalation. Deepen the breath, especially into the back of your right shoulder. Exhalation, elongate your elbows towards the left leg, towards the left foot. Your ankle should be straight, whether you're flexioning or the extension of the foot. If this is too much, don't go down too far. Or have a little gentle lift underneath your knees. Okay, like a little cushion or something. Use your inhalation to guide the body into the center. Exhalation, both hands will come forward. Turn the palms out. Now we have extension, reverse circle. That's your inhale. Behind you, exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. Left elbow first, right arm comes under. Option 1 here, option 2 here. This is your inhale as high as the body allows. Exhalation, arching forward before you go for that forward fold. Shoulders will come down. Stay here. Deep breath into the back of your heart. Exhalation, reaching the arch of your feet or the toes away from the midline. Have a habit that you can engage the core in just about all things that you do. When you release the breath, you have less space. And when you have less space, it's very easy to engage your muscles. Okay? Use the next inhalation to guide now, elbow skyward. Exhalation, left side. Stay here for a moment. Breathe into the back side of your right shoulder. When you exhale, guide the wrist or your elbow out to the left foot a little more. Hugging the body into the space behind you. Use the inhalation to return as high as the body allows before you come to the right side. That's your exhalation. Navel in. Exhalation, exhalation. Okay. Deep breath into the back of the heart. Deep breath into the outer edge of your left shoulder. When the exhalation comes, either further extension of the toes, of the arch of the feet, or your elbows, or your fingers. Having that core engagement, very easy to do on your exhalation. You just need to develop a habit of your conscious awareness of it. Okay. Feel the two corners of the hip joint before you return. On your way up, engagement of your leg muscle, engagement of the core muscle, engagement of your spatial awareness into the space above you. Then here now, exhalation, turning the palm out, external circle to neutralize everything that you just did for your arms. That is your exhalation, exhalation, exhalation. Let's bring our feet hip distance apart. Okay, hands to the ankles as you walk your feet closer towards your hip. Grab into the four corners of your feet. Here you have beginning of your inhale, middle of the inhale, curling that tailbone skyward, ending of your inhale. Keep curling that tailbone skyward. Exhalation, upper back, middle of the breath, mid back. Lower back, ending of the breath, sacrum is the last one to return. Okay, both arms will go vertically up. Take a deep breath, curl tailbone skyward. Vertical arms, try it. Head and chest come off the floor. Look at your belly, pull the belly in. Hold one, hold two, core engagement, belly in, extension of your fingers. Firm it, hold it, breath retention, mind retention, focus, sharpening your, use the retention to sharpen your focus. Slowly, skillfully, inhale, beginning, middle, ending of your breath, from the lower back to the mid back to the upper back, head is the last one to come up, down. Deep breath, hold breath, curl tailbone up. Exhalation, vertical arms, head and chest come off the floor. Look at your belly, pull the belly in. Hold one, hold two, hold three, hold. Curl that tailbone up a little more. Firm the core engagement a little more, please. Tailbone stays curled up before you release. Lower back, inhale, mid back, upper back, head is the last one to come down. So if this was too much, you reach here, hands to the elbow, and you elevate through the elbows. Keep the upper arm still in the vertical line. If this was quite smooth, let's add the leg part, ankles together. Your arms and your legs should be in the vertical line. Deep breath, hold your breath, curl tailbone up. Exhalation, head and chest come off the floor. Look at your belly, firm the belly in. Hold one, hold two, hold three. Firm the engagement a little bit more. Firm also into the leg muscles. See if we can elevate that shoulder up a little bit higher. Breath retention. Hold. Focus retention. Patient retention. Slowly, skillfully. Inhale, lower back, mid back, upper back. Head is the last one to return. Deep breath, hold breath. Curl tailbone up. Exhalation, head and chest come off the floor. Shoulder joint articulation. Your leg muscle are firm, your core muscle is firm. Hold it. Patient, hold. Retention, stay still. Hold, no breath. Firm. Use the holding phase to solidify your awareness, to stay still, being in stillness. Use the inhalation to return. Inhale, lower back, mid back, upper back. Head is the very last one to return. Once you return, right knee on the top. So option one, you're here. Fold the knee, bring the knee up towards the torso. Option two, you threshold of the shin. Left hand takes the knee towards the torso. Exhalation, left hand guides your knee out to the left side. You have your spinal twist. So compensation from all that core and flexibility that you just worked up. Right arm, external circle out to the right side. Find a position where it's most optimum for your shoulder opening. Then you stay. Feel the weight of the right wrist. Feel the weight of that right knee. Feel the fullness of your breath. Feel spaciousness as you breathe into the right side of the rib cage. Like you're inviting more space every time when you breathe. Like you're inviting more light. Both arms will release. Can we use the core to guide your knees? Use the core muscle into the center. Okay. Knee will come up a little higher before we switch side. Left knee on the top. Option 1, bring the knee up a bit higher. Option 2, add the threading of your shin as well. Okay, right hand takes the knee. Elevate the knee up a little higher. Exhalation, spinal twist on the second side. Knees towards the right. Turn the gaze towards your left hand. Position the left hand in the position that's most optimum for your shoulder opening. Feel the movement in your rib cage on that left side. Feel the breath in your heart, left side of the heart. Initiate your breath a little bit slower. See if you can make that breath become lengthy, becomes very bright, like you're longing for light. In the darkest time of the year, winter is coming, solstice is coming, you do want to ride on that darkness and learn to cultivate light in your mind. You want to remember and cultivate brightness, light, all that positive energy when all things are falling, ending, and the days are shorter, you have more darkness than light. Use this as an opportunity to cultivate your desire for more light, for more beauty. For more strength, for all that meaningful and lasting. Releasing both arms. Can we use the core? Engagement of the core to bring that leg back into the center. Bring that knee a little bit closer towards you before you extend both feet out to the side. Slightly wider than hip distance apart. Flexion of your ankle, extension of the ankle. You know this one, flexion, extension. Mark a few external circles with your ankles, like you did earlier, but add the awareness of the digits of your toes there. Adding the toe awareness there. Flexion of your ankle, extension of the toes. Yes. Stay here for a moment. Hands to your heart. Awareness of your breath. Think about brightness in the way you breathe. Into the space on the right and the left side of your heart, above and beneath your heart. space within your heart. Next inhalation, gently, we use the fingers to guide your knees back into the torso again. Gentle pulsation. Use your fingers to gently, like you're massaging your sacrum. Acknowledgement of your sacrum. Pulsation, use the pulsation to gently wake up and massage the base of your sacrum. Okay. Next exhalation, feet will become parallel again, hip distance apart. One more thing to elongate the back of your spine. Press into the feet, ground into the fulcrumness of your feet. Beginning of your inhale, middle of the inhale, ending of that inhale. Tailbone curling up. Exhalation, rounding down. Upper back, mid back, lower back is the last one to return. Hands to the shin towards the body. So however you come to your standing, either roll yourself to the side or roll yourself to your straight up. We come back. Let us finish by how we started, standing upright. Hello to the toesies. Feel like you're bringing awareness to your legs from the lowest part to the highest part. Okay. Firm into the leg muscles, also we unfold. Unfold. Inhalation is deep and long. Exhalation is slow and complete. The flowing of the water in the ever-living fountain. The rising and the setting of the sun upon its way. The wide encircling of my own horizon, heaven above, and the earth beneath our feet. The root that rises to stems, leaves, and flowers. And the returning, the falling of the sea. Sense of connection to all that is precious, all that is memorable. And you just use your breath to bring light and energy to that very special spot. Thank you, everybody. Wonderful attention focus. I will look forward to seeing you, some of you this Sunday, some of you next Monday. Okay, everyone.